Do I look like I'm about to go ride some horses?
Yep, big old stallion.
It's my dream to have horses, so I'm just trying to look the part. Maybe it'll happen.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, and in this dream, by the way, there's 2 horses, and you're on one of them.
Naked.
With long hair.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Look terrifying.
All right, so today before we get into anything outside, we're going to be doing something that we've wanted to do for a really long time now, and that is actually test our rainwater. So if you don't know, we are totally off grid here. We have 7,500 gallons of storage tanks where we catch all our rainwater off of our roof here on our home, and it all is gravity fed over there and then ends up at the pump house where it's all filtered and then pumped back to the house. So I'm really excited to do this. I'm also a little bit nervous.
Yeah, we've been drinking like poison for like... No, I'm highly confident it's going to come back really good.
Yeah, I mean, we've had the system now for what, like 3 years?
At least, yeah. Probably
Something
close
like
to 4.
And I mean, we love our water. I definitely prefer our rainwater over like city water now.
Yeah, it's soft. One thing we've noticed is like when we go places and they're on city water, obviously most places are on city water, but is it dries out your skin a lot. Like you get out of the shower and your skin feels real tight, and you don't have that with the rainwater.
Right, that's why you look so good.
Yeah, that's how I say youthful. I'm actually 50.
And pardon the dirty dishes, what we have to do for this test is you need to use the first water from the morning so that the water has just been sitting in the pipes for however long. So I haven't been able to do dishes, so yeah. And this isn't sponsored or anything, we just found this online and like we said, we wanted to do it for a long time, so.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
And just to touch on a little bit what we do for water filtration, once the water comes off of the roof, it initially goes through the leaf feeder and the first flush, which just gets any of that larger debris. Then it goes over to the tanks and then ends up at the pump house where we have a pre-filter, a 5-micron filter, a charcoal filter, and then a UV light. So there's a lot of different steps before it ends up at the house.
All right, so this one is our first draw. So whatever is sitting in the pipes.
How confident are you this is gonna come back just pristine, like glacier water?
Pretty confident, I think. So the second one is a fully flushed, so I have to run this for a few minutes, then take the sample. Good thing we've had a lot of rain. We wouldn't be doing this in a drought, right?
Right. Yeah, the tanks are actually overflowing right now, so this is the perfect time to do this. I'm gonna need a urine sample first.
And this last one is also a fully flushed sample. It just is a glass container, so I'm no scientist, but they take two samples from plastic bottles and then a glass bottle. So.
Do you feel a little bit like a scientist right now?
No, I'm doing no samples. I'm just collecting samples.
What?
I'm doing no samples. I'm collecting samples. I'm doing no tests. I'm just collecting samples.
Yeah, that's a lot of what scientists do.
That's like a small part of what.
Yeah, it's all part of it.
Yeah.
You could be the sample taker.
So that should be it. We just got to fill out some information and send it off.
So you guys are never gonna believe what happened today.
Went to go pick up the new door. This would have been the third door that we have ordered and would have received, and it was wrong yet again.
I cannot believe it. Stop, shh, no screaming. They go and load it up on a cart at the store and they're about to bring it out to the car, and Spencer's like, no, let me check it real quickly. It's been wrong twice, and sure enough, it is wrong again. So
on Monday when they open, I'm going to have to call the actual manufacturer to place this order.
Yeah, today's Saturday, so try to do it that way and see if we can get the correct door by doing it differently. Yeah, we're not too happy about it, but yeah, the plan was to get this place dried in today, but what's another month?
Okay, so what I'm going to be working on today, instead of installing a door, is the last bit of framing, and that is ceiling joists. So you can see that the studs are a little offset from, or the joists are a little offset from the studs. The reason why is because I'm throwing a screw up through the bottom, and then I'll come back through and toe screw through the sides.
Whatever you say, boss. You look much more like a boss now with your mustache there.
Mustache.
Yeah, you look very official.
Little explorers.
He follows her everywhere.
You see me laugh. You see me wrapped in snow. In the haze above. You said you love it all.
Guys, we had birds. They got scared when I came up here with the camera. Oh my gosh, they were so pretty.
It's hungry.
Yeah, they're hungry.
It's flying in the air.
So, as you can see, between the top of the walls and the roof, there's not a total lot of space, and the only reason why that's in concern is because of the amount of insulation I can put in here. So the problem I was running into was, or I found, was if I put just a normal 2x4 joist, ceiling joist across on the edges of the wall so I could have somewhere to attach my ceiling to, I would then have a dead space or a very difficult space to insulate in between the two 2x4s. So the solution I came up with was just use some of the remaining plywood that I had left over from the top plates, and this is 3/4 inch plywood. So that'll allow me to not only have an edge to attach my ceiling to, but also a flat spot instead of having a void that's kind of hard to insulate. It's the little things. Sorry, I'm talking through this wall. I'm kind of in a weird spot in between the bunk room and the bathroom.
Well guys, it's official. All of the framing in the cabin is done and it looks amazing. It's so nice for this part to finally be complete because now you really get a feel for all of the different spaces within the cabin, and everything feels so much bigger and spacious than we were thinking it was going to be, so that's always nice. But yeah, we are just so happy with the way it's all turning out so far. It really is better than we imagined, and I don't know, it's really starting to feel like a cabin in here now, like especially with the wood stove. And I love it. It's looking so good. All right, so we got our water test results in, and how do we do?
Well, out of a score of 99, we got a 72. Going back to elementary school, I thought that was just barely passing, but
yeah, it didn't sound good. at first to us.
Yeah, so when you scroll down through the results, it actually shows that US average and also your state average. Texas state average is a 59 and US average is a 67. So we're above state and national average as far as water quality.
So we did pretty good.
Yeah, so we did pretty good.
Now, what's the highest that you've seen somebody score?
Personally, watching YouTube videos of the service that we're using is a 75, and what that was based out of Colorado using city water, and it was for a Berkey filter. So clean mountain water with a Berkey filter.
It did find one thing that it noted though, and what was that?
Trace amounts of metals, which apparently is common throughout national and state, but as far as we go, it's like I couldn't figure out where we're getting the trace metals from. I mean, the only metals we have in our entire system is the roof, the gutters, the check valve, the pump, and the pressure tank. But other than that, I mean, there's really no other metals. Everything is plastic, PEX and PVC, and the tanks themselves.
Yeah, and I mean, all I recommend for it is doing a charcoal filter, which we already have, and that's still good for like another year, so.
Yeah, it's good for 5 years or 160,000 gallons, which we're not even close to. I mean, we'll change it next year, and I mean, we could, if we want it, if we were really adamant on it, we could do like a under the sink reverse osmosis for any of our drinking water, but honestly, we're better than the national average,
right,
and state average, so I'm kind of happy with our results.
Yeah, overall, we're very happy with the results, and I don't know, I'm just really glad that we did test the water because we've never tested our water before. Heck, we've like never even had water filters really.
No, I mean, we had, as far as water filters go, a refrigerator filter. Other than that, yeah, we've had well water and city water in the past and never filtered it. So who knows what we were drinking then.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend everybody out there get your water tested because you never know what you could be drinking.
Right.